Hey y'all, thank you so much for the opportunity to share with you. I am here live and direct from the streets. Just going to give you a little bit of a recap on what I found to be the most interesting points for chapter 8. Chapter 8 was a phenomenal chapter. Oh, so good. Dealing with difficult people. Who doesn't need to learn about that? Loving difficult people. So here's what I found the most useful. Couple of points I want to run through here. First, I want to go to how he addresses Paul in Romans 12:18 as he opens up talking about how we as Christians suffer from dealing with guilt in relationships and how we should be so full of grace. And he references Paul in Romans 12:18 and he says, if possible, so far as it depends on you, be at peace with all men. I found it gold that he just translates that to say, hey, you know what? Do the best that you can to get along with others. Despite the situation, just do the best that you can, because that's all that we can do, right? He breaks it down to 3 main points, which I want to park on for a little bit. One of them is perspective, number 2 is process, and number 3 is problems. Now, number 1, perspective. I love how he talks about the main point being I act with others how I see myself. How genius is that? If I see myself as not good that day, my attitude towards others is going to be not good that day. So before we can heart anyone else, we have to heart ourselves. Aww. So ask yourself, how are you feeling about yourself today? Do you love you? I hope you love you, because I love you. Hey. Okay, so when we think about the other piece that I thought to be so interesting is when we think about, oh, by the way, I'm outside at Starbucks, so you hear outside noise, but that's pure, that's awesome, that's amazing. My computer just went out, but it's cool too. Okay, so here we go. The link that he says between, anytime that you have unresolved issues, you're going to build those same issues or experience those same challenges. The link with relational unresolved issues birthing out of our own unresolved issues. And so that to me was gold. And I started just pacing my heart to see, hey, you know what, just a reality check, just a real gut check of what is it that I have unresolved, and how is it that I'm seeing those unresolved issues birthing into relational unresolved issues. He references the Good Samaritan and how, in the story, the reason why he was able to relate, was because he was despised, he was rejected, he was ignored, and that's why he was able to relate to somebody that was needing love. And so I really, really, really thought that was gold. Another key gold wisdom nugget was how he spoke about successful relationships being a responsibility. I mean, hello, it's my responsibility. Kishana, you are responsible for keeping successful relationships. It's nobody else's. And so when a relationship doesn't go good, who do I need to blame, or who's responsible for that? You can only do what you can do. Remember that at the very beginning of the chapter. But yes, we are responsible, and we need to own up to our own stuff. So repeat after me. I am responsible for how I treat others. Yes, you are responsible. I am responsible for how I treat others. And I think that if that little nugget of gold we just take and we apply it today in the words that we speak and how we treat others, I think if we just evaluate ourselves, I think that would be huge. Also, you choose how you react to whatever situation it is. You are the one that's choosing on how it is that you're reacting. Personality types, and I'll just park on this for the last 45 seconds on how he goes through, the different personality types, the garbage, the Sherman tank, but I love the 5 that he wraps up with. Number 1, just heart people unconditionally, no matter what, heart people. Number 2, ask God for wisdom through everything. I mean, that's what we need to do from sun up to sundown. Ask God for wisdom in those relationships. Stay emotionally healthy. Number 3. Number 4, don't elevate people to rescue them. It's not your job. It is not your job. J-O-B, yours, no. And number 5, last one, this is how I'm ending. Be honest with God, with yourself, and with them in all things. You got to be honest. And I think my time out here in Starbucks is about done. Hey, thanks for the opportunity. Love y'all.